It is finally here. It is finally here. It is finally here. UFC 319 coming live to you tonight. Chicago, Illinois, United Center. Main card starting at 10 p.m. Dricus Du Plessis, defending champion versus Khamzat Chimaev. We've been waiting for this fight for quite some time. The card is here, and we're going to talk about it. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Combat Corner, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. I'm your host, Rudy Rodriguez Showmat. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell. Leave a comment. As you know, we do have a couple of pages, YouTube channels, this one being Combat Corner Fight Network. So, of course, if you're new to this channel, please do hit that subscribe button. Appreciate y'all. And, of course, our main channel, Come On Now, the podcast on YouTube. Subscribe over there. We drop all of our fighter interview content on that page. So don't miss a single thing. Appreciate y'all again, once again. Let's just jump right on into this thing, man. We're going to jump right on into it. We've got the early prelims starting with Alibi Idris. Waste no time. Alibi Idris facing Joseph Morales. Idris is a large favorite, minus 455 on the evening. He's 11-0. Morales is 13-2. This is Idris's first fight in the UFC out of Kazakhstan, fighting at in the flyweight division. As you see, the number is pretty sizable. So obviously, the odds makers are looking at Idris. We will find out. Usually, these guys from Kazakhstan are incredible fighters. So this opens up the evening. And we move into the prelims. Karine Silva. Karine Silva's 18-5. She is coming off of a loss. She's taking on Dion Barbosa, who I believe is taking this fight on short notice. Fight is at flyweight. Silva right now, she's a minus 205 in this fight. She's coming off of a loss to Vivian Araju. Yeah, I remember that fight. Not a very good performance by Silva, but hopefully for her, she can get back on the horse with a W here. Next fight on the card, Edson Barbosa. You know, there comes a point in a man's life where he might have to just face the reality that he just doesn't have it anymore. I don't even know how old Edson Barbosa is, probably close to 40, but it is time. This is not the same guy that he was so many years ago. He's 39, not the same guy he was. And I don't think this will make for a good night for him. I expect your car close to come away with the victory. And this fight is in the lightweight division. Chase Hooper and Alexander Hernandez. This should be a fun fight between these two guys. Hernandez is at 16-8. Hooper at 16-3-1. There's a sizable height difference. This all comes down to if Hooper can get this fight to the ground. And if he can, he could be successful. Otherwise, I do like Hernandez in this fight, even though Hooper is a minus 325. Pretty sizable favorite, but I think Hernandez gets the job done here. Jessica Andrade. Goodness gracious. Jessica Andrade has been around for such a long time. And you never know what you're going to get from her. She's at that point in her career where you have no idea. She's taking on Lupe Godinez. 13-5. Andrade coming off of a loss. I like Godinez in this fight. She's a slight favorite at minus 142. But I like Godinez in this fight. Gerald Mearshart. It's interesting that he's on the same card as Khamzat Chimaev. I mean, the fight that I remember from this guy so much was Khamzat knocking him out in a blink, more than any other fight that he's had. He's taking on Michael Olajayshik. I like Olajayshik, who's now with the Fighting Nerds. I like him to get the job done here. Mearshart's a good fighter, but yeah, I like Olajayshik in this one. Going into Basignar Susurkayev versus Eric Nolan. Two guys in their debut. One from the US, one from Russia. Basignar is a monster favorite in this fight, so I guess I'll take him. It's hard to really talk about two guys when they have a total of one fight combined. Now we go into the main event, main card. Tim Elliott, God, he's been around for forever as well. Tim Elliott right here is taking on Kai Asakura. I like Kai Asakura. Tim Elliott's getting up and he's old in the tooth. And this flyweight bout, I expect Kai Asakura to take care of business rather easily. This should be a fun run right here between Jared Cannonier, and Michael Page. Again, another guy who's getting older, but Cannonier still packs massive, massive power. He's coming off of a win, Michael Venom Page. You know, that fight versus Ian Machado Gary, a fight that I thought he should have won. He could have won it. He kind of gave it away. But MVP, his last fight he won, I believe. Yeah, he beat Michael. Yeah, he beat Michael. He beat Shara Bullet, and he is. I expect him to get the job done here. He's athletic. He's long, and I think he'll piece Cannonier up away from piece Cannonier up from a distance. He'll make it really tough for Cannonier to get to him. He's going to dance around. He's going to make it very, very hard. And I like MVP in this fight, but probably by decision. This will be a banger between Jeff Neal and Carlos Prates. Prates is 21-7 coming off of a loss. Jeff Neal is 16-6 coming off a win. You're always going to get fireworks with Jeff Neal. Jeff Neal had that one fight with Shavkat Rakhmonov where he was overweight, but he put on a heck of a fight. He was real tough in that fight. He did lose the fight. Prates does have a pretty sizable reach advantage in this fight, and I do expect Prates to come away with the win. I think he's going to tag up Jeff Neal, probably finish him via stoppage, and we'll see what goes on from there for Prates. Co-main event, Lerone Murphy versus Aaron Pico. Now, I remember when Aaron Pico signed with Bellator, and they treated him the exact way the UFC is treating him now, like he's some savior to the UFC, like he's going to be their future god. And I don't see it. I've never seen what these companies see in him. He's a good fighter. Is he a great fighter? Is he like that next superstar? He's not. He's proven it. He can be hit. He can be finished. And I remember that first fight he had in Bellator where he got slept. He got put out. And it was a shock to so many. It kind of put a major dent into this guy's psyche, if you know what I mean. And I think that Lerone Murphy is too technical, too sound, and he'll pick Aaron Pico apart and potentially finish him, but definitely win this fight at the very least by a decision. And of course, now we move into the main event. Main event is Dricus Du Plessis versus Khamzat Chimaev. Chimaev is a minus 265 over the champion. I may have to put some money on this fight because I just think Dricus Du Plessis is really damn good. And he has that style that's irritating to people. He's physical. He's tough. He seems to get better as the fight goes on. He knows that he's going to have a raging bull in the first round. Chimaev is going to come straight at him. I expect Chimaev to shoot for a takedown within the first 7 seconds. 7 seconds. I think Chimaev will be shooting for a takedown. I don't even think he looks to throw strikes with Dricus Du Plessis. I think his goal is to get this man onto the ground. The problem with Chimaev is if Chimaev cannot get Du Plessis back, he ain't going to finish this fight on the ground. He doesn't have that type of ability. And Du Plessis is a dog. And there's a reason that Du Plessis is also undefeated in the UFC, as is Chimaev. People were trying to circulate stuff on the internet, making it look like Chimaev was so much bigger than Du Plessis when we all knew that they're basically the same damn size. Du Plessis is a huge middleweight, and his base is very, very strong. He's very physical. He's beaten everybody in the division. He has 2 wins over Sean Strickland. He has win over Robert Whitaker, win over Israel Adesanya. I mean, he's beaten the division. And this is really the last fight before he cleans the division out. Now, Chimaev has that first round opportunity. But what you saw with Chimaev when he fought Kamaru Usman on short notice, no less, Kamaru Usman came into that fight dry, fighting a weight class up and not having trained at all for that fight. As good of a wrestler as Kamaru Usman is, he had to maintain his gas tank. It was only a 3-round fight, but I have no doubt that if Kamaru Usman had faced Khamzat Chimaev with a couple months' notice and they fought a 5-round fight, I believe Kamaru Usman would have won that fight. He had taken over in the 3rd round. Chimaev was gassed. And that is an area that Chimaev has never had success with. I still think Gilbert Burns beat Chimaev when they fought. I thought Burns won that fight. He struggles with guys like that. Du Plessis is strong as hell. He's not going to budge. And he's going to fight back. And he's going to make takedowns very, very difficult. Now, if Chimaev gets on top, Du Plessis pulls guard, Chimaev will want to get back up. He does not want to be stuck in a guard. He does not want to go through all of that. I just think after they get out of round 1, I don't know. I have this feeling that Du Plessis just wears him out. This fight really is very similar in nature to that of Merab Dvalishvili and Usman Nurmagomedov. I had Merab winning that fight. I always thought he would win that fight. And this one is very similar. You've never seen a Nurmagomedov go 5 rounds with a guy like Merab. Merab has a never-ending gas tank. Now, is DDP's gas tank like Merab's? No. But it's pretty solid. And Merab basically wore the fuck out of Nurmagomedov. He dominated the last 3 rounds of that fight. I think Du Plessis, though, I think he finishes this fight. Round 3, maybe round 4, but he ends the hype train that is Khamzat Chimaev. That is my belief. And at that number of plus 215, I'm going to drop some coin on it because I have never truly believed the hype of Chimaev. He's a very, very good fighter, but he's also very, very limited. He doesn't have incredible boxing skills. He got beat on the feet by Gilbert Burns. Gilbert Burns is 5'9". Sorry about that. 5'9". Burns was piecing him up. Burns won that fight, in my opinion. Kamaru Usman is like 5'10". And these guys are fighting him at 70. Well, Burns was at 70 and Usman was fighting him up in weight class at 85. I know he has those wipeout wins. He has the win over Robert Whittaker. Whittaker's jaw obviously couldn't sustain the pressure. And I think Whittaker's also pretty long in the tooth at this point. You know, people are forgetting what Du Plessis did to Whittaker. It's like they forgot about that. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at what Khamzat did to Robert Whittaker. Okay. Did you see when Du Plessis fought Robert Whittaker? He finished him with a knockout in round 2. It wasn't like that fight went 5 rounds. He knocked him out in round 2. Look at the guys that this guy has beaten in his last 6 fights. He subbed Darren Till. He stopped Derek Brunson. He stopped Robert Whittaker. He beat Sean Strickland via split decision. He subbed Israel Adesanya, and then he beat Strickland again. Guy's a beast, bro. He's an absolute beast, and I don't think he's gonna get. I don't think this train ride for DDP stops tonight. I think he finishes Khamzat Chimaev, and honestly, if he does that, I think Chimaev retires. I don't think Chimaev loves this the way he claims. I don't think he has it in him to keep fighting if he gets stopped. Because I think he has a weird level of pride that would not allow him to come back and do this again. It's my opinion. We'll see what happens. But I've been waiting for this fight for quite some time. I think Chimaev has met his match. And that's Dricus Du Plessis. So Y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the comments. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. And once again, thank you for watching. See you next time. Combat Corner. Powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Come on now.
Up and down through the blood and the sweat. Guarantee you can know I'm a threat. Up and down.